It's 7 a.m. I can't sleep because I have a bad habit of scrolling in the night, and whenever I'm scrolling, I always 90% of my feed turns into videos and news, all bad news that is happening in India, corruption and people getting their way out of things they shouldn't. So I was just thinking, if I was prime minister, like I had the power to directly have a say and way in how every single thing in India works, what I would do. Okay, first of all, corruption. I need to delete corruption from this country, if not this world. But how can I change something? So there are 28 states. There are 28 states in India, right? So if I become the prime minister, I would actually go to each of these states and spend a month there, if not two or more, if required. So I would spend 1 month in each state, and in that time period of 1 month, I would actually talk to the people there, the people in need, not to the people who are middle class, to the people who no one asks to. No one asks. Yeah. Like the people from the lowest income bracket. And I would ask them, what do you need? What are your problems? Because each state is going to have different needs and gaps of where you can improve, right? So I would actually go on ground level, base level, and ask them, what do you guys need? Ask the poor, what do you need? What do you want? Do you want better roads? Do you want better safety? Corruption is a high priority. Corruption is high priority for all the states. Okay, but apart from that, do you need good roads? Do you need better safety? Do you need better what do you need? Right? And I want to work on that, because government takes so much money from us, right? There's so much tax from us. Where does it go? So if corruption is zero, then I'm gonna have so much money to actually spend on things that it was actually meant to be spent on. So if I end corruption, if I can delete corruption, and I want all the politicians and all the people who have like black money and stuff, I would want them in jail forever, forever. And I would do do my I would do things best in my power to avoid even like police officers misusing their power. And um yeah, I would do that. Like I would uh, I can't find the word. I would encourage I would encourage every single person in this country, doesn't matter if you earn 1000 per month or 1 crore or 10 crores or whatever, it doesn't matter. I would encourage every single one to start recording the person who is doing injustice to you. Don't be scared, record them, post it online and tag me or tag the government so that we can make them be accountable for their actions. And I would be very I would have an iron fist when it comes to corruption. Like I would make black money and corruption a very serious offense, like one of the most dangerous punishments that you could get is if you do something which is corrupted in the sense misuse of power. Yeah, like I would make it a really scary thing. Like you won't be able to get out of it. I would make you fear even thinking of corrupting or misusing people's money or people. I feel like that in itself would change the country by a huge deal. And then yeah, I would go in each state. I would ask the media that earns the lowest what they need. And my one of my another priorities would be improving roads throughout the country. No potholes. I don't want to see potholes. I don't want, like, that would decrease the traveling time and also save lives. Every, like, every minute at least 10 or 20 people are actually like dying because of road accidents. Okay. And up, talking about population, I would want to educate everyone about population. We don't need more people in this world. Okay. Adopt. Start adopting. I would really encourage adopting a lot. A lot. Adopt pets. And when it comes to pets, don't breed new pets for cute dogs and cats. We have a lot of dogs and cats already. So adopt the street pets, the street cats, the street dogs. Why are you breeding two different breeds just to make them look cute when we have dogs or cats who are literally eating food from dustbin? Why? Just because they are not pretty enough for you to have at home? Crazy, crazy concept. All dogs, all street animals would be vaccinated. I would I would want equal opportunity for all. I could never destroy a poor person's home to build a huge building there, destroying people's homes with no little to no compromise, as in money. Ki haan, take this money and then let me destroy your home. No. I would make it very obvious that I am here to change the way India works. And I feel like if I had the power, I would begin with the parliament and I would actually like remove half of the people, half of the politicians. Just bye, delete. And I would try my best to make it possible for cases to be completed lawfully and speedily, because there are so many cases in India happening each second, but it takes so much time to get justice if you get justice, right? So I would take matters in my own hands and make sure that people get justice and they get justice fast. Like, the courts catch up to the number of cases, and no corruption there too, please. Yeah. And I would make it completely necessary. I would make law a subject that should be taught from grade 1. From grade 1. Every kid needs to be educated about the law from grade 1. Everything. At least basic rights. And I think I would make a lot of changes in the constitution as well if required. If I was someone in power, I would be the most unbiased person in the world. I wouldn't judge anyone. I wouldn't be promoting only one religion. Oh, Hinduism is the best and Muslim people are bad. No. I would let people mind their own business unless they are hurting others. You know? And I would also add nutrition as a subject in schools. And I would make the laws for food safety really strict, and there would be regular checkings. For like example, McDonald's and all, you always find expired and bad quality food and unhygienic conditions where they are making your food that you actually are putting in your body, right? So I would make it very strict, and there would be thorough checking. They need to maintain hygiene or get out. You don't have a place then. You need to stop your business. I would be very strict about it. Like, I myself found a cockroach in a sweet, a rasmalai that I had ordered from a place, and I filed a complaint on the government website. I don't know what all they did, but that's not the point. The point is, you would know what you're having is actually hygienic, and you can have it without worrying you'll have a food poisoning and you'll get sick. I would give a I would spend a lot of time focusing on improving the lives of the people in the lower income bracket, really, who are neglected, whose stories are never brought to light. I don't mean it in a privileged way as if I'm going to give them lots of privileges, but they deserve a voice too, right? I would love to be their voice. I would love to donate a lot. I would love to actually use the tax money actually for the way it is intended to be used, and not just for it to go into the hands of a handful of people. I would make food laws strict, and when I'm talking about food laws, I mean there are so many chemicals in chocolates or ice creams, right? And India doesn't have like FSSAI, they don't really have a very strict layout. But there are so many ingredients that are banned in other countries, but we still haven't banned them in India here, which actually are like they cause cancer or dementia, and it's not safe for kids. But we haven't banned those ingredients or those companies or those products, those food items. We haven't banned them. We have done nothing about it. And talking about that, I would provide better health services to everyone. I would make sure the government schools, the government hospitals, they are in better conditions, better quality, everything, services. Honestly, I think I would remove the pension system. If you have a government job, you'll get pension till the day you die. I think I will stop that, honestly. I would I would make sure and I would try my best to provide as many job opportunities to people as possible, because I know there are so many people who are looking desperately for jobs, but the market is just so bad or something, right? So I would create lots of job opportunities to fill in. Like, I would like to personally get on the ground level and actually talk to people and not just give commands from above while I'm enjoying this privileged life. No, that's not why I was given the power, right? The power to literally change the country. And I would be very open about not being casteist or racist, and I would encourage the film industry to cast heroines and heroes and main characters who actually have dusky and dark skin, who actually represent most of India, and not just handpick fair actors only. I would spend a lot of the budget, a lot, fair amount of budget, more than what is being spent now, on the arts and culture of India, like theatrical performances and sports. So much on sports, on extracurricular activities. Lots of greenery, lots of trees, no garbage, lots of dustbins everywhere. I would want there to be cameras that actually work in every corner of the country, so that there is proof for every sin that you have done. You would be fined for spitting on the road, and I would make sure that you are fined. I would make sure, because there is proof for every single action that you have taken, at least when you're out of your home. I would give all the beggars a decent working opportunity. They are not allowed to be beggars. I'm giving them a chance to have a job. Then they have to take that job or do something with their life. They can't be beggars, and I will give them the opportunity to not be beggars. I hate the caste system, and people are still somewhere or the other following this caste system, as in the upper caste people still look down on the lower caste people. I don't like that. I would want to change that. And I would really follow in the steps of Dr. Baba Sahib Ambedkar a lot when it comes to this and women rights. Alimony would be 100% required. I think it still is, but I would make sure women in general get a lot of resources and lots of opportunities to pursue whatever they want. I would I would want to change the mindset of people in India, because people in India mostly don't want a girl child, right? So I would talk so highly about women, about girls, that people would wish that they are born with a girl. Like, people would celebrate a lot more. Oh, a girl is born, you know? A girl. A girl is born. If there are any extreme what is the word? If there are any extreme rituals which are really, which make no sense and hurt or harm people, like um, getting married at a young age or losing virginity or something, there must be rituals like that, or sacrificing your life or the life of other animals or a goat or something. I would make that illegal. I would stop that, and that would be punishable offense. I don't care if it's your ritual. If you are hurting people, if you're hurting yourself, or if you're hurting living beings in general, anyone in this country, it's wrong, and have some morality and humanity. Just because it's a ritual and it's written in your book doesn't mean you can harm other living beings who have a heart and who breathe the same air as you. Air pollution, pollution in general, garbage, water pollution, air pollution. I would promote sustainable choices. No fast fashion brands, please. I would make it very difficult for fashion companies and brands to survive in India, and fast food places also to survive in India. I'm not going to impose or force anyone to learn a language. It's their choice. And we all should mind our own business and respect each other's cultures. Because if someone doesn't speak your language, it also means that you don't know the language that they know. If someone doesn't speak a language, it means they speak another language that you don't know. So who are you to say that? I mean, I don't understand. I would ban a lot of social media accounts that spread hatred, and accounts that promote or are a cult, all that, or are very vulgar and promote just harassment or child abuse or whatever, abuse in general. I would be quick to ban those accounts. They cannot have a voice. I would try my best to export, to import as less as I can, and use most of the resources of our own country instead of buying resources from other countries. And when I allot money for building good roads, I wouldn't want roads to just only be good for a few months, and when the rainy season comes, it's back to being bad. Like, I would make sure myself that the money is going into quality construction. No black money, no middleman. I would make it I would make it a rule that when a property is being divided among children, It needs to be equally divided among the sons and the daughters. It has to be divided. And there are so many outdated laws that need to be updated. I would make sure that I'm educated enough to take action on all this. Yeah, I think this video is long enough, but that's a little of what I would do if I could change our country, if I was the Prime Minister. I would never dare, I would never want to choose being a politician or being a lawyer as a career though, because I will cry if I see one bad news and this country has too many bad things happening. I would be traumatized. But if I could, I would. And this is just a video on what I would do. Some things of what I would do, what I would change. Okay, bye.